it's Mims and Sam, and today we're making toasted tea cakes. Hello there. So, this is a really nice recipe as a nice breakfast or afternoon snack. It's lovely. So, let's get started. We start off with 350 grams of strong bread flour, which I've already popped in the mixer. And then we want 100 ml of whole milk. Did I splash you? I'm sorry. 30 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, 7 grams of easy bake yeast, and 75 grams of sultanas, raisins, cranberries. You can use a variety. So that's that to the side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our milk and I'm going to pop the butter in it. Can you do that? Do you want a spoon to do it with? Let's get a spoon. Okay, so I'll hold it. Get right hold it. Right here. And then we're just going to put that in the microwave just to warm the milk up and melt the butter. So let's do that. Oh, thank you. Good lad.
Mama, I tried to put it in for you.
You did. So the butter's melted and it's quite warm actually. So I'm just going to give it a stir. And then what we're going to do is add cold water and bring it up to another 100 ml. So just going to keep an eye on how much we've got in there. And you tell me when we've got to that bit, okay?
This bit.
Yeah. We there?
No.
Yeah, I think we are.
No, you just need to go a little higher.
Okay, there we go.
Still a little ink.
No, I think that's fine.
Well,
And that just helps cool it down, plus it adds the rest of the water that it'll need. So that's fab. We'll mix that in. And then what we're going to do is pop our yeast in. Just going to put it in one corner of it. So can you do that for me? You put that in there.
You want a little piece.
Can you put it to one corner? Okay, not in the middle. Just like there, maybe.
Okay.
Well done, that's really good.
Why only in one corner?
Because we can't let it mix in with any salt, although I'm not putting salt in it, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just habit. And then, can you pop the sugar in? There's the 2 tablespoons of sugar. Pop that in. Great. And then we need mixed spice. Hey, there's the mixed spice. Okay, so we want about half a teaspoon, or about a teaspoon in. But we're just going to go for it because I quite like them quite spiced. Do you like them flavoured, spicy? Well, spiced. Where are you going?
No, I don't.
You don't. Where are you going?
I just was gonna get a teaspoon.
This is a teaspoon measure, so can you get it up to that line? You put it in there for me. You do it?
No.
Oh, it's not working very well, is it? Shall I do it? You tell me when it's ready. Oh, I think this is easy. Let's just... That'll do. That'll do. Will that do?
That isn't spice.
No, it's spices. It's not spicy. Does it smell nice? It smells lovely. Okay, great. So, the next part is we're going to make a well in it so we can put our
I
liquid.
like taste of metal.
Can you make a hole like that? You do a hole for me.
You already made hole.
You do it.
Okay.
Fab.
That's
Okay, that'll do.
good enough hole.
I think so. And then we're going to put our milky, watery, buttery mixture. So you pour it in for me, darling.
All of it.
Yes, all of it. Bosh. That's good.
A million bits.
And then we're going to put it in the mixer and form a dough. Do that. Let it do its thing. Now we just wait. So now that that's combined, you just need to let it do its knead for about 5 minutes. If you're doing it by hand, it'll be about 10 minutes kneading. So I'm just gonna let it do that. Okay, so that's ready now to start proving. So I'll just show you what it looks like. It's just a ball of dough. So we're just gonna let it do its proof for between an hour and a half. I'll cover it in cling film and then come back to you. See you soon. Hey, I'm back, and I don't have a helper with me anymore. Never mind. About an hour and 15 minutes have gone past, and my mixture has certainly doubled. So now for the next step. I'm just going to take the cling film off and put it aside because I'm going to be using that later. I've already got a lined tray. And then what I'm going to do is pop my weighed off sultanas and mix those in. It smells really nice and tea cakey, like cinnamon and ginger, and don't get your raisins all over the worktop. Bosh, bosh. I'm just going to quickly mix them by hand, just combine them slightly so they get in there. You keep trying to fall out. That's no good, is it? Oh, this is not the time to have an itchy nose. Right, I've got a couple of escapees, but I can plop them in later. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make 6 of these. So I'm going to grab, I'm not going to be exact measures here, about that much, and then we're going to tuck in to the back. So we're just going to pinch bits off and tuck them in. And then pop them on the tray, seam side down. So here we go. Gosh. I want to leave a fair bit of space between them because they're going to do a second proof. Not a very long one, but they are going to do another one. So. Just popping things to the, popping the bits to the bottom and then popping them down, seam side down. This one's a very fruity one. Oh well. I pick this one. It's my birthday. When this video goes up, it's on my birthday. So, I'm going to pick a super fruity one for my birthday. It's going to be my birthday breakfast. I don't want them to be on the end of it though. I don't want the raisin to be sticking out the top like that, because when it goes in the oven it could burn and it would just be a bit This one's very little, so I'm just going to reshape my super massive one and do kind of a bit of a more even split. There we go. It doesn't have to be accurate, but maybe not so messy. What they look like. So what I'm going to do now is get my cling film. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the other side of it so it doesn't get stuck, and then I'm going to lay the cling film on top. So I'm just going to get some oil, then I'm just going to get a little bit of oil in my hand and just rub it in and just spread it on the cling film, just so it's not sticky on top of the buns. I'm just going to put that away a sec, put it there, and then I'm going to pop it on top. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the bowl where I put the dry fruit. I'm just going to, before we put them in the oven, I'll be glazing them with a little bit of a milk wash. You could use egg, but then what do you do with the rest of the egg? And milk seems to work just as well. So that's what I'll do. Now, I'm going to leave them like this for about 45 minutes or so, and in the meantime I'll preheat the oven to 180 fan. It'll be 200 otherwise. So see you then. Hi, we're back. So they've grown. They look like this. Now I'm going to take off the cling film, which because it had oil on it, hasn't stuck to them. How good's that? So I'm going to actually separate a couple of them because they've got really close together, and they'll only get closer in the oven. So let's try and avoid too much mess. There we go. Same with these two. They'll probably join back up, but what you gonna do? Right, okay. And then I've got the bowl I had my sultanas in with a bit of milk. So I'm just gonna brush that over the tea cakes. Like I said, this works perfectly. So I don't like using actual egg wash because then you waste the rest of the egg unless you make a mini omelette. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to pop them in the oven for 20 minutes and I'll check back in when they've done. See you soon. Hi! So the 20 minutes have gone past and they look beautiful. Let me show you. Ta-da! I'm going to take some close-up pictures just so you can see how lovely they are. The little bit of separation worked quite nicely, so they're not too close together. They're going to be gorgeous with some nice butter for breakfast tomorrow. See you next time. Take care.